Hello, and welcome to the Divine Feminine Leaders Podcast. I am your host, Celeste Hartwell, and this week's episode, we're going to take a little bit of a break from the interview series, and I felt really inspired to teach on something that I've been talking a lot about in my different circles, about how to magnetize clients and cash. And I really we are a podcast that is a feminine view of entrepreneurship for women by women. If you're watching the video, my candle is burning pretty heavily, so you might see some smoke back here, but it is okay, I promise. And so anyway, I really felt inspired to talk about how to magnetize cash, more clients and cash. And again, this has been something in my space lately. And one of the core pieces of this is how we feel around money. And I say that because I just was having a conversation with a client the other day, and I was asking this person, how do you feel safe in your income right now? And they went on to tell me, well, not right now, but I will when I do this, and I will when I do this, and I will when I do this. And this particular client and I have had conversations in the past around feeling freedom, right? And so I really felt inspired. And so I'm going to back it up a little bit before I go into this. But here's the whole secret of magnetizing clients and cash. Magnetizing anything that you desire in your life, actually. It is all about, we're looking for a feeling when we feel like something is missing. But when we feel like something is missing, we're in the energy of it's not here, it's not here, it's not here, right? So the simplest way I can say this is, how do you want to feel by getting this thing? Clients and cash is the example that I'm giving because that's what's been coming into my space a lot lately. And so often when people are looking for more clients and more cash, they're looking for freedom. They're looking for safety, and they're making money at the end of the day, right? Like, we're looking for clients because we want to serve more people, of course, and help people. And it feels amazing to serve in that way. But also because we're looking to get our energetic reward in a way, right? Like our compensation. And when we're looking at it from a space of, I don't have that, the universe, law of attraction, spirit, source, what have you, is going to keep giving you things that feel like, I don't have that. So if I'm looking at it from a space of, where is the money? The universe is like, I don't know, where is the money? Where is the money? Where, like, that's like the echo of the universe. Like, that's the mirror effect that's going to continue to come. And so with this particular client, we've worked, and she has done the work. And so I'm really I've been celebrating her a lot, and she's been celebrating herself, which is great because self-care is the foundation to success. It's one of my pillars in my programs when I work with people. And so I say all of that because her and I, we've been working diligently on you're looking for freedom, right? We are looking for freedom. We're looking for safety. How do we feel free? How can you feel free throughout the day? How can you feel free? What are the memories from childhood that take you back there? What can you do in your daily life to help you feel free? And this person has been doing the work. I mean, like, seriously, her life has shifted in ways that are indescribable in such a short period of time. It's really, really powerful and really exciting to watch and to be a part of that. And I feel so blessed to be witnessing her growth and what she's been putting into it, because she definitely has. And to me, that is also the beauty of having a coach, having support system, having someone to really hold you accountable, to be there for you when things get a little bit rough, and we've gone through those stages, and to be able to, give you that boost when you need, but to also teach you how to do it for yourself. I'm very big into that, because here's the whole thing, like, we each are in charge of our own lives, and we get to decide. So anyway, so to get back to, how can you feel free in this moment if that's what you're looking for, desiring more clients and cash? How can you feel safe in this moment? And so part of this is having a belief in a higher spirit, in a higher source, in a higher power, whatever that is, even if it's just love can be that higher power. To me, that is what it is at the end of the day. We can give it as many names as we desire, but it really is love. And that is the secret, I believe, to magnetizing anything that you desire, but especially clients and cash. And it's also mindset work. And that's really the crux of what I love to work with people on, because I've done it so much for myself. And I was just giving a talk this week about how I wish I would have known this when I worked in corporate. I wish I would have known how powerful my mind was and how I was literally making myself miserable. It didn't have to happen that way. It didn't have to work that way. But that is exactly what I was doing. And so I'm inviting you to be a little bit curious around maybe journaling it out. I find journaling first thing in the morning to be really therapeutic, is the word that comes up. Cleansing, clearing, powerful, insightful is really a good word for that. Things come out, and sometimes it's just random crap, right? Like, oh, I need to take the car in and get it checked out. Or I need to clean the litter, or whatever, right? Like, I need to order cat food. My life. And sometimes it's really profound. And we talked a little bit last week about, with Dr. Hazel Grace, around having that call and response with our body parts, with the penis, with the pussy, with whatever that is. It could be a breast, it could be whatever you desire that to be. It could also be your business. And I see that because I've been doing it with my business, and now I have my business actually responding back to me, and it's really powerful. Like, yeah, you're doing a great job. You're ready for this. That was the letter that I got back on Wednesday when I was doing a feature presentation and speaking. And, it was like, you don't need to worry about it. You got it, and that was really incredible. So writing letters to ourselves, it takes a little bit of time, but it doesn't take that much. You could literally put a timer on for 15-20 minutes and just sit there and just put the phone on the other side of the room. Often I have to do that for myself. So pro tip from me, that's what I do. And because otherwise it's super, addicting to look at our phone, and we have lots of information on there. And so I like to get out a real pen and a real journal and do this call and response letter writing. And it's really important. And it can be like, Tony Robbins has this quote, and there's been a lot of stuff around Tony Robbins. I used to like really be diehard for him, and now I'm just like, he is really amazing at what he does, but I'm not so diehard about him. But he does have a quote that I feel is really prevalent here and is really important, and it is, the quality of your life is determined by the quality of the questions that you're asking. And I find that with this letter writing, like, where can I find a couple new clients? What are the next steps that I need to do? Where should I be speaking? What's my next step? And so for me, since the beginning of this year, 2020, things have shifted very quickly, because I've just been doing this call and response, these letters, and listening, and then moving forward. And it's powerful. It's a lot of fun, and you're worth it. And it can literally take 5-10 minutes. It does not need to take very long. And the other thing that I shared when I spoke earlier this week, and I feel like it's important here too, is that when we're looking to feel better about where we are in our lives, this is one thing that I did when I was working in corporate towards the end of my career. It was like the last year of my career when I wasn't sure that I was going to leave yet. I wasn't to that space yet, but one thing that I felt called to do, and it was totally an intuitive calling, was to, in the morning, journal as though it were the end of the day already. And when I see that, it wasn't like a to-do list of things that I did, right? I was really trying to feel into, how do I feel at the end of the day? Can I feel proud of myself today? Can I feel accomplished today? Because I wasn't feeling that way in my job. I was really feeling very worthless. I had a lot of issues. I was very insecure. I was not very confident. I was kind of doing whatever I had to do to get through the day. But then I was having a lot of guilt about what I wasn't doing and that I wasn't doing enough, and shame. And all of these different things were very, very present and real for me in those moments. And so what I started doing was this morning exercise. I would wake up, I would give myself a couple minutes by myself. I was doing guided meditations at the time. That was when I was first guided to meditate. And then I would do this journaling of, I am so proud. I think they were kind of letters to myself. Like, I'm so proud of you for getting this done and doing this and doing this and doing this. And wow, you really got a lot done today. And just like celebrating myself in these letters and really feeling those feelings. And I'm not kidding when I say within 10 days to 2 weeks, my boss pulled me aside and he was like, I don't know what you changed, but keep doing it, because it has made a huge difference in your work and your attitude and everything. And I had no idea that, like, literally just taking the time to give myself, just to help myself feel better in the morning by giving myself some meditation time, even though they were guided. Well, not even though. Guided meditations are amazing. Any meditation is great, wherever you feel called to start. And then doing this journal writing was pivotal. It was really, really amazing. Now, I didn't keep it up. That's part of the reason why I left my job. But it was fascinating to get that feedback, and it was really beneficial. So I believe that I've shared that before. I'm going to share it again because it's so important. And finally, I just feel really called to say, like, your energy, your confidence can be cultivated. So your energy is really simple. It is your beliefs plus your feelings, your emotions. That's what I believe. Like, it's feelings plus your beliefs equals your energy. That is what people feel as soon as you walk in the room. They can even feel it before you get in the room. So it's really important that you're cultivating, that you're knowing, that you're having awareness around what your feelings are. And that when you acknowledge that some feelings are maybe not what you desire, that you move them out and you fill in with feelings that you do desire. And that's a super simple process. It's really easy. But the other part about this is, like I said, you can cultivate your own confidence. And so I've shared this with us on this podcast before, and I'm going to share it again, which is, I really invite you to take my free 5-day Create More Confidence and Courage journey. It's super simple. It sends you an email every day for 5 days with a video that you can watch of small little exercises. It's a ton of information in that 5 days, but it's really, really incredible and very empowering, and it's a lot of fun. So if you're listening to this audibly, you can find it at divinefemineneleaders.com/confidence. Or if you're watching this on my website, definitely can click the link and it'll take you right there. It's really super powerful, and it is part of how to magnetize clients and cash. It's part of how to magnetize anything that you're looking to that you desire. Because the fact of the matter is that when we are confident and really confident, not like from an arrogant, egoic space, because the ego, when it's out of a balance, so it's your solar plexus and it's like right below your ribs. You can't see it. I'm touching it. You can't see it in the video because it's a little bit too low for the video, but it's right where your rib cage splits is where your solar plexus sits physically, energetically. And that is the space where your personal power is. And so when it is in balance, when you're confident in alignment with your soul. And that is the ideal space to be. It can be out of balance in two different ways. It can be out of balance by being really insecure, or it can be out of balance by being really arrogant. Both are out of balance. Both are signs that you're not really standing in your own personal divine power. And so I share that because you can do this. You can do this. And if you would like to take the free confidence and courage journey, I totally support you in that. It is really, really incredible. I've had incredible reviews for that. So, and I just know because it's changed my life. It's the exact same things that I've done myself to curate my own confidence. And it's possible. It just takes a decision and a real commitment, and then doing it consistently. And so I believe in you. I want to empower you to take that step for yourself, if that's something that you feel called to, if that's something that resonates with you. And know that no matter where you are in your life, your journey is different than my journey, is different than the other person's, anybody else's journey, anyone that you know, that you see, that you trust, that you love, that you follow. And we're all doing this at our own pace. There's nothing right or wrong. You're on your soul's journey, and no one can tell you what is right or wrong, or what you should be doing, or what could be done better. You get to make those decisions. You get to live with that. And so I'm really feeling blessed to be able to share this information with you today. And we will pick up the interviews very, very soon again. And I'm really excited about the women that we have coming on, upcoming, and the women that I get to introduce you to. They're so incredible. They're such blessings. They bless me, every single one of them. And I just really hold the space that they bless you, that you get so much out of this podcast and this sharing through the interviews, through whatever teaching I'm feeling called to do, that you can really shift your life in a way that feels good and profound, and live in more bliss and joy and abundance, because this universe is so abundant and it is all here for you. I've been reading a book that's talking about how there's gold dust in the air. There's gold dust in the air. And when we can really take and internalize that belief, life just shifts. It's so quick and it's so incredible and it's so much fun. So I am Celeste Hartwell. This is the Divine Feminine Leaders Podcast. I thank you for being here. I thank you for your time. I thank you for your love. I thank you for your energy. If you feel called to share this, I welcome that. I would love to have it shared with whoever you feel called to, that you feel like this will help. And so I feel really inspired to share a quote that I keep actually on my laptop. And so I see it often throughout the days. And so I'll just leave you guys with this quote today. Inaction breeds doubt and fear. Action breeds confidence and courage. If you want to conquer fear, do not sit home and think about it. Go out and get busy. Dale Carnegie. And Dale Carnegie did a lot of really amazing things and was wealthy beyond belief. And so I just love that. And I love it because I have sat at home a lot in the past. And it was just this reminder of just do things. They don't have to be perfect. just like this podcast is not perfect. I'm super aware, and stand in that I'm a work in progress. We're all works in progress. We just get to start where we are and continually improve. So again, I am Celeste Hartwell. If you feel called to do the free 5-day Create More Confidence and Courage journey, you can find that at divinefemineneleaders.com/confidence. Divine Feminine Leaders podcast is a feminine view of entrepreneurship for women, by women, and confidence is such a huge part of that. And I'm your humble host, Celeste Hartwell. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for sharing your time, sharing your energy, and we will see you next week. Mwah.